As you drift off to sleep, we open a window for you to the magical world of history. In the first story of the series, we present a tale about animals from Turkish mythology. We wish you sweet dreams.
Hear me, you children of the wind, you riders of the wide steppe. Gather close and lend your ears. Let the fire crackle, let the night grow deep, for I shall tell you of the sacred creatures that walked beside our ancestors when the world was young and the sky was still choosing its color. These beasts were not merely animals, but spirits of mountain and river, guardians of fate and companions to heroes whose names the wind still whispers. In the beginning, when the Sky Father stretched the heavens like a blue felt tent, the first to rise from the mist was the grey wolf. It stepped forth with eyes that glowed like twin moons and fur woven from the breath of the sky. The wolf was not feared, for it was the guide of lost tribes and the herald of destiny. When a clan wandered without hope, a lone she-wolf appeared, silent and steady, leading them toward valleys rich with water and hills gentle enough for resting. Elders said that as long as a wolf's cry echoed at night, the people were never truly alone. Many times warriors swore they felt a soft tread beside them during battle, unseen yet strong, like the spirit of the wolf itself urging them forward. After the wolf came the proud and mighty snow leopard, the ghost of the peaks cloaked in moon-pale fur. It was said that the leopard carried the breath of the mountains in its chest and the sharpness of winter in its claws. Where it prowled, storms gathered behind it like servants. Hunters who glimpsed its long tail curling behind a rock believed they were blessed, for seeing the snow leopard was like seeing the mountain's own heart. Some heroes learned their agility from watching the creature leap across cliff edges, as if gravity bowed to its grace. And in the darkest of winters, when food was scarce and fear crept into the yurts, a snow leopard would sometimes leave the remains of its hunt near a family's fire, unseen but surely felt. Then there was the falcon, the sky's swift arrow. Its wings carved the wind, and its eyes saw the truths hidden from mortals. It carried messages between spirits, gliding from one horizon to another without ever tiring. Shamans called upon the falcon when they needed their souls to rise above the clouds. Shepherds studied its shadow, knowing that a falcon flying low brought warnings from the unseen world. Legends say that a young boy once climbed the highest hill to cry out for guidance, and a falcon landed before him, turning its gaze toward the east. He followed that direction, and there he found his destiny waiting like a stone waiting to be carved. Beside the falcon soared the great eagle, king of the heavens, who carried the sun's fire on his back. His cry shook the sky, his wings flashed gold at dawn. In battles of old, warriors saw eagles circling above them, and they believed the birds were choosing which brave souls to lift to the upper world. When storms broke with thunder, it was said the eagle was wrestling the forces of darkness, hurling lightning to protect the steppe. A single feather from an eagle's wing was enough to bless a traveler for 100 journeys, and some whispered that the very first shaman learned to fly in spirit by watching an eagle catch the wind. In the quiet rivers dwelled the water dragon, scaled like jade and silent as the moon. It did not burn with fire, but glowed with the shimmer of deep currents. Fishermen told stories of a long, coiling shape sliding beneath their boats, leaving the water warm in its wake. Children would toss bread into streams to honor the river dragon, for it guarded the springs that fed all life. When storms grew fierce and floods threatened the land, shamans believed the dragon was twisting in its sleep, disturbed by human sorrow or greed. But when its heart was calm, the waters ran clear and sweet. And who could forget the stag of radiant horns, the creature whose antlers shone like branches dipped in moonlight. This noble being roamed forests ancient as time itself. It appeared only to those pure of heart, or weighed down by great choices. Its eyes were deep pools of memory. To look into them was to see the path your soul wished to walk. More than once, a hero lost in despair followed the stag through tangled woods until dawn touched the leaves, only to find himself reborn in courage. Some said the stag's hooves left no prints, yet its presence lingered like a song half remembered. By the shores and rivers lived the humble yet mystical otter, small, swift and clever. Though it seemed playful, it was a guardian of children and travelers. Many times a person slipping on wet stones would feel a sudden push or tug, and when they turned, they would see only ripples in the water. Mothers told their little ones that otters carried laughter in their paws, and that if ever sorrow weighed too heavily, the otter's spirit might brush against their hearts and lift the burden away. High in the storms flew the celestial horses, born from thunderclouds and racing along lightning paths. Their hooves struck sparks that fell to earth as shooting stars. They were the steeds of ancient heroes and spirit guides, of shamans venturing between worlds. When warriors heard thunder rolling across distant hills, they believed the sky horses were galloping above them, urging their courage to rise. Some claim that these divine horses still run across the night sky, leaving trails of fire along the Milky Way. And there were others, many others, roaming the steppe, gliding through the heavens, swimming beneath dreamlike rivers, creatures whose shapes shifted with the wind's mood, spirits who spoke only in riddles, guardians who watched from the edge of sight. They were not meant to be tamed, only honored. For the people of the steppe knew well, the land was alive, the skies breathed, and every creature carried a story older than any tribe. So hear this, you who journey under the endless sky. Remember the wolf who leads the lost, the snow leopard who owns the mountains, the falcon and eagle who rule the wind, the river dragon who guards the waters, the stag who reveals the spirit's path, the otter who brings gentle luck, and the sky horses that thunder across creation. These beings are not just memories. They live wherever hearts remain humble, and eyes still look to nature with wonder. And as long as one storyteller speaks their names by the fire, the mythic animals of the Turkic world will never fade. For they are the breath of the earth, the echo of the sky, and the everlasting guardians of a people who have always walked with spirits beside them.